Most people think databases are complicated. Tables, schemas, relationships, it sounds intimidating. But what if you could create a fully working database just by describing what you need in your own words? We are going to actually do that, and you'll get to see a look inside of the database that I have in a couple of ways. This is an app that I've already built. It's an e-commerce site. And you can see here are the various database tables that I have, and I could get in and find out all of that information, like who are my customers. And on my actual site, once shipped, you could see that I have information here as well. And so all of our products are coming out of a database. Details inside of that look like, the item number, the SKU, the pricing, how many we have left, inventory, etc. And so we'll be building that today. In this video, I'll show you how to create a database with Airo AI Builder, connect it to a real use case, and actually use that data in your app. No code. Let's go. A database is just an organized way to store it and retrieve information. Think of it like a spreadsheet, but smarter. Make the case that almost everyone needs one. If you have a site, you'll probably need a database. Are you collecting information from visitors, contact forms, sign-up inquiries? That's a database. Are you uploading products, menus, listings, or any kind of content to your site? That's a database too. This matters whether you are a store and you have customer information, inventory, bookings, content, you get it. Your app becomes dynamic instead of static. It's using real data and real interactions. So let's actually get to building that one. All right, so before we even begin, we could see that there are no databases available on this site. Here is my site. It says, I want to get some bookings set up. Let's say you run a fitness studio and you want clients to book classes, see schedules, track their bookings. So let's take a look in the settings. You can see that our app has no databases yet. We got here by going into the settings area, and we could go back over to the chat now and enter in our information. I've entered a prompt and said, we have no databases. We need a database. My database needs to have a classes database, which is going to include name, instructor, day, time, capacity, members, which is the name, email, membership type, and bookings, which is member, class, date, and status. Each booking links one member and one class. So I've asked Airo to go and prompt them, and it's created the beginnings of our database, but we're not all the way there yet. Next, I would like to connect the booking form to the database. Great. Airo AI Builder has come back with information about how to get booking tested. So it tells me that here are some APIs, which just means ways that machines can talk to each other. So now I want to test out booking something. So I'm going to come in and choose a time and say, continue on to the details, enter in my name, confirm booking, and go over to view my bookings. You can see that I have one booked so far out of the total. So I don't actually see my database yet. So I'm going to go in and ask, how can I test the database you just created? I'm not even sure if I should see the database, actually. So I'm going to go in and should I see the database while in the edit zone here with you? It indicates, no, I actually shouldn't see the database here in the app. The front and back end code, not a database admin panel. So what I can do right now is the health endpoint, paste this into a new browser tab, and I can make it look prettier. That shows everything's connected in the status at the top. Great. Your bookings by email. Yeah. I can see here are my bookings in the test that it had me just run. If I want a visual database in the browser, I can build you an admin panel right here in the app. Yeah, let's do that. Great. We're back now, and the admin panel is now live. We get a stats strip at the top. That's great. Some booking information that's there. Members, classes. It's fantastic. So I could see this based upon members, classes, and bookings. We've described what we needed, and now we have a fully structured database. So our classes area is pulling information from the classes page. So here you could see different classes that we offer. And in the database, it knew exactly which class and which slot that person had scheduled it. Members can browse, book, and write that information to the database just by scheduling or reserving their spot. If we want to continue on, here is a follow-up that we can ask. We can get a little more specific with this one. Add a filter on the class schedule page so users can sort by day of the week and instructor. Show available spots by pulling the capacity from the classes table minus the existing bookings. So I now can see exactly how many spots are left. I have a working data-driven app where everything is connected. This is where it clicks. The database isn't separate from your app, it is your app's brain. Once you have data in your database, the real value starts. Here's what you can do with it. You could use it in your customer marketing emails, like to send member data, such as names, emails, membership, etc., to send out targeted emails. You can send a promo to all members who haven't booked a class in the last 30 days, or send a welcome email to new signups automatically. You now have a customer list you own and can use across your marketing tools. Folks that are really interested in data can use this for data analysis and business insights. You can export or query your data to understand what's working. So you could ask it things like, which classes are always full? Which instructors drive the most bookings, and what time slots have low attendance? Use this to make real decisions about scheduling, pricing, and staffing. You could also use the database for personalized user experiences. You could show folks that are returning users their booking history, recommend classes based upon past activity. Your database remembers your customers, and your app can serve them better. Additionally, you could do things like automate by sending reminders for booked classes, flagging no-shows, or generating weekly reports. The database is yours. You just need to get the information out of it and into your additional tools. So this becomes the backbone of how you run the business, not just the app. So your database isn't just for your app. It's for your emails, your marketing, your analytics, and how to grow your business. We have a couple of tips for you about what to keep in mind. Up first, be specific about your tables, columns, and relationships in your prompt. The more detail, the fewer follow-ups and credits used. You don't need to build every table on day one. Start with what you need now and add more as you grow. Add sample data before going live. You could ask Airo AI Builder to populate the databases with test data so you could see how the app looks and behaves with real content before you launch. So we went from zero to a fully working booking app with a connected database, and we didn't write a single line of code. Try it yourself. The link is in the description. And if you build something cool, drop it into the comments or share it in our Discord community. If this was helpful, like the video and subscribe. I'm going to be making more of these so that you can see what's actually possible with Airo AI Builder.